Hey guys, it's Finn, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how I made $136,000 at the age of 18. This video is designed so you can literally copy me and do it for yourself. And this is quite an easy business model that I've not seen many people talk about. I'm currently 20 years old, living all around the world. I'm currently based in Bali. This is my villa. I got a pool that's bigger than I need. I got some grass and I have a door. So what more can you ask for when you have grass, a door and a pool? I'm making this video because I used to work 16-hour days, locked behind my laptop, in my room, curtains closed, back at home when I was living in Australia, or even when I first came to Bali, I was in this tiny little Airbnb, working every hour of the day trying to make things work, and I saw no progress. I'm making this video so you don't have to struggle and go through the pain that I had to. Now, this business model is a digital product business model, which means that your profit margins are literally 90% if done right. My best was like 70%. The reason being was because I was running something called paid ads. If you know anything about paid ads, you want to get ideally a 3-to-1 return. So I put in $1 and I get $3 out. The reason this is because let's say I have $3, right, these dollar coins, and I spend this, then it means I get $1 to acquire my next customer, okay? So this goes to getting my next customer, and I also get $1 of profit. And then that customer, I spend the dollar, okay? Spend that dollar, and I use this dollar to get my next customer, and I use this for profit. And then so these $2 come over here, and I make $2 profit. Which means that I have this constant cycle of being able to spend $1, I make back another $1 for profit, and then I get another $1 to acquire my next customer. Now, the reason why this is powerful is because over a long enough time horizon, instead of the business growing like this linearly, the business will actually grow compound and exponentially. Now, I experienced this with my digital product business, especially in the beginning, going from zero to my first $30,000. Now, what I want to do is tell you the exact tools that I used. I'm going to tell you the exact thing that I sold, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to replicate this for yourself. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. And the reason why I went into paid ads in the beginning is because it was the quickest way to get quick results, and I had a good return on ad spend because my products were zero to fulfill. But if you can do this with organic and you make a TikTok, you make an Instagram reel, or you make a YouTube video, then your profit margin is going to be basically 98%. The only thing you're gonna have to pay is maybe some transaction fees and some software costs. So probably bring your profit margin to about 95%. But the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the exact platform or tools you need. Now, there are 4 main ones you could use. Number 1, Go High Level. Number 2, Shopify. Number 3, Whop. Number 4, Gumroad. Now, all platforms have different nuances, right? So I'll tell you what I would do. First of all, I use Shopify and Go High Level. The reason being, Go High Level allowed me to build a proper funnel and have a very choreographed customer process, customer journey to send paid traffic through different steps to be able to sell and upsell and cross-sell and get emails all in one platform. The other one I'd recommend is Shopify. That was the main one I used. The reason being was because I built my digital product out like an e-commerce brand. The only difference was I didn't have any fulfillment or any 3PLs or manufacturing or logistics. Now, if you're going to do this on organic traffic, so you're not spending paid ads, I would recommend use Whop or Gumroad. Or you can also use Go High Level, but I would not recommend using Shopify. Why? The reason I would not recommend using Shopify is because it's more of an e-commerce platform and it's not very optimized for organic traffic. The lead capture is very inefficient, especially if you're using Klaviyo. Yes, it's good if you're driving organic traffic, but for a digital product business, these 3 platforms have more strength. Now, if you're a beginner and you're just starting, you want to use Whop or Gumroad. Why? The reason you want these 2 platforms is because they literally cost nothing. They're free, you can get started, you can list your products, and then your only job is to market them. But if you have some skills and you want to scale this to 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, then I would definitely recommend using Go High Level. Now, those are the platforms out the way. The next thing I'm going to go into is the other applications that you need to start building this out. Staying on the topic of website, You can use Go High Level and Shopify to build your website. You don't need to use any other third-party website builder. So I built all of my website inside Shopify, but my problem was my ability to make custom landing pages, to make choreographed funnels, and collect my customer information, be it phone number and email. I had to use third-party apps, okay? And that is not ideal. But if I was to do it again, I would definitely use Go High Level. The reason being is because it has everything built into one. It has reviews, it has emails, it has SMS, it has automations, it has website, it has literally everything all in the one platform, including payment processing. So you don't have to worry about anything, and it's easy as anything to get started. Now, I've told you the whole tools you're gonna use. Now you're gonna think, okay, wow, this is amazing, but what was the actual product you sold? Let me get into that. So, anything in a business, especially an online business, there's 3 main steps. Now, the first step is your actual product you're gonna sell. The second step is how you're gonna market and how you're gonna advertise it. And the third step is how are you actually gonna make money? Now, this is the bit that most people underestimate. It's the how do I market and how do I make money? This, in the digital product space, really doesn't matter. The reason being is because everyone at the end of the day has core same problems. They either want to get in shape, they want to be more productive, they want to save time, they want to make more money, they want to find the love of their life, and like it all boils down. These two are the make or break. Because yes, you can have the most perfect product in the world, but if you're unable to market and then you're unable to make people buy it and get you to give you money, then it's never going to work. You don't have a business. Now, I would work back to front. The reason being is because this here, the sale, is the most important thing. Now, I'm going to let you know on what the product was so we can use it for context. So my product was something called Notion. And what it was a Notion e-commerce store that sold many different Notion templates. Now, my main seller was a Notion template, which was a productivity planner. And the productivity planner was around $27. I can't write. Okay, the productivity planner was around $27, and I was able to upsell with additional templates and boost my AOV to around 29. Now, this is the basics of the business, okay? My productivity planner had many different functions, but the reason it was able to sell was because of my marketing. I had my marketing dialed in. The reason being was because I had a TikTok page, which I posted organic TikToks, right? And then here's what my marketing strategy was. And this still works to this day with TikTok, Facebook, whatever, you name it. So I'd post TikToks and this would get 100 views, this would get 1,000 views, this would get 10,000 views, etc. Now, let's say this video here, it got 1 million views. And then that 1 million views would drive probably 1 to 5 sales, okay? Now, I know if an organic video gets a lot of views, then it's very efficient and it needs to have better targeting to get it in front of the right people. Now, the problem with organic videos is because if someone's scrolling on their feed, they have no button to click and then take them to your website. But with an ad, they have a button to click which takes them straight to your website and straight to the page that allows them to purchase. So, my video that would get 1 million views, what I would then do is go into my ads manager and click a few buttons. It's really simple. I can make a video on this. If you have any questions and you want me to do anything and go further, leave a comment below. So what I would do is I'd boost it. So I'd spend, let's say, a few $100s on the video. And ideally, I'm looking for that 1-to-3 ratio where I spend $1 and I get $3 out. Okay, so I'd spend $100. So I'd spend, let's say, $100 and I get $300 out. And I'm like, okay, let's scale this. And then that was the business model. I'd just put more money in the ad, I'd make more money in the back end. And it was that simple. Now, when it comes to getting more and more creatives, what I would do is if the video would do well, then I'd take the first 6 to 10 seconds and then look at some of them other videos that have done well, and I'd just mash them up. I'd change the audio, change the hook, change the text, all these little tweaks, and then just run them again and again and again and again and again. And this one format of videos essentially contributed to around $100 and something thousand worth of my revenue. It wasn't anything special. It was just doing the boring thing over and over and over again. Okay, so now I'd have a productivity planner charge $27. Now my cost per acquisition, oh, by the way, this was 27 US dollars. My ads account was in Australian dollars. So let's say I'd spend $10 and I'd make a $27 sale. Because it's a 50% difference in the currency at the time, I would spend $10, and essentially what that meant was in US dollars, I was spending around $7 to $6, and I was getting a $27 purchase, okay? So that's kind of the business model. This is why the sale is the most important part, and that was the marketing. So all you want to do for the marketing is get your phone, get an iPad because it's a digital product, and all you want to do is just film the thing and try and add some interesting angle or offer. Now, these are the two things in my opinion that mattered the most. Number one was the offer. Number two was the marketing angle. Now, the offer contributes more importantly to the sale because it's the thing that gets them across the line to purchase. And so the marketing angle had more influence towards my ads, which was this organic strategy over here. I've gone over a lot so far, and I just want to preface the importance of how unimportant the product was. I didn't give a shit. I made a small product which did well, and it solved a small problem, and it took me probably a day to get built. Obviously, I improved it over time, but the main thing was just driving as much traffic to a landing page to convert. Now, the biggest flaw in this business was one thing. After they'd purchase, I would get a customer, but I wouldn't keep the customer. Because in business, you want to make a sale to get a customer. You don't want to get a customer to make a sale. What that means is I want to spend money, get someone that buys from me again and again. It's literally that simple. Now, I didn't do that. I'd get a customer once and they wouldn't purchase again and again and again. And the reason I didn't do that was because I was here removed from the business, thinking I was so cool and thinking, yeah, I'm not going to talk to my customer. I don't care what their problems are. I don't care what the next thing they're going to struggle with is. So then I can make another product which I can then feed through my system. It didn't work. So what I would do is, number one, talk to your customers. Absolutely must talk to your customers, and then your product will just improve again and again and again and again. And if you're getting started and you're just beginning, all you need to do is come up with a specific problem that you're struggling with or you have just solved, and then talk to people in your close vicinity, your friends, your family, not your dog because they can't really speak English, but anyone that you know is kind of tech savvy and can use digital product like Google Sheets, like Notion, and you want to see what current problems they have and then what product or service that you can offer that can solve to solve that specific problem. And then once you do that, literally ask them, hey, if I had made this, would you pay for it? And if they say yes and they actually give you money, then you know, okay, what's the problem I'm solving? What's the rough offer I'm giving? So maybe it's $27. They get a guarantee if you don't deliver because you have some sort of promise that they'll get some result in the next 30 days or whatever it may be. And the marketing angle for the productivity planner would be, if you're struggling with productivity and you can't focus, this planner will allow you to plan your days, track your habits, and become a more productive person. I hope this video made sense. If you want a more in-depth video where I go into the Shopify, I go into the TikTok Ads Manager, I show you the ads, I show you everything, like almost like a mini course, I'll post it on my YouTube for free. Just leave a comment below. And if you have any more questions on how you can do this or you need help, just message me on Instagram. With all that being said, thank you for giving me your most valuable resource, which is your time and attention. I hope you're able to take this information, take action on it, and I'll see you in the next video.